Yo, Chubby! Yeah, you. Come here. Both of you. Listen, man. You missed thumbing down one of my videos. Well, welcome back again, friends, to the show. Man, I'm stepping on something here. It's just, it's very gougy and sharp. Piece of plastic. Anyways, welcome back, folks. Got on my comfy clothes. I'm in for the night. We had a front come through here this evening, today. Early evening. And it was like 96 degrees here today. And I was out in the yard, and this big black rolling clouds coming in, man, and the wind started picking up. And it didn't rain very much. I mean, actually, it didn't even wet the roads. Very little bit of rain, a lot of wind. But the temperature dropped from like 96 degrees to 71 degrees. That's, what is that, 25 degrees, I think? So I came in and ate supper and just put on a shirt that's 3 times my size. And I'm a bum, baby, as the shirt says. Enough of that noise. We're working on this carvin today. Dr. Faustus, congratulations, man. This guitar is yours, and as soon as I can get it set up and, you know, get it set to your specs, it's coming to you. It's coming for you. So that's what we're going to do. I think Cam said it's got 9s on it right now. And the winner of the contest wanted Ernie Ball regular slinky strings. That's what I have here. They are a 10 to 46 gauge, custom gauge, nickel wound guitar strings. Part number 2221. I guess I could just show you the pack. He said there was a green pack, so all I had to do was walk in a music store and spot green, and it was the first green thing I seen. Anyways, that's what the guitar's getting. This is probably going to be like a couple parts video, 2-part, maybe we'll drag it on to 3, I don't know. He wants the neck relief non-existent. Little to no relief, almost a straight neck. I can set it straight, make it play without buzzing if you play very lightly. But that's what he wants, and he wants these strings, that gauge, and the action as low as it will possibly go. As low as I can possibly get it without buzzing. But see, there again, that depends on how hard you play, or how soft, how heavy-handed or light-handed you are. So anyways, probably be a couple parts on this guitar. Tonight, take all the old strings off, linseed the fretboard, polish the frets. You know, now when I look at that fretboard, it's got some kind of finish on it, I think. I'll be able to tell when I get the strings off. We're going to straighten the neck completely dead flat. Take the strings off, put the new strings on, do all that to the thing. And check the nut relief, neck relief again under string tension, check the string action. And that's probably all. Then the next video, we'll come back, we'll check the pickup height of each pickup and recheck everything, make sure, you know, the thing didn't change or move under string tension. And set the intonation. That's the very last thing I like to do, set the intonation or check it. It may not have to do anything to it. It seems to note very true. So hold on, I'll pause the camera, get these old strings off, and then I'll bring you in closer. And we'll start doing all that crap, I guess. Hold on. Linseed oral. I get asked an awful lot, boiled or unboiled. It does not make a difference. Not for this purpose. Some people will argue that. Really is no need to argue it. It's not going to make any difference. Both say the same purpose. And I'm not going to bore you to death with me doing this all the way down the fretboard. Just wanted to show you. I get asked about this an awful lot, so yeah, I thought I'd show it again. Maybe some of the new subscribers didn't get to see. I haven't watched those videos where I linseeded fretboards, and maybe those are the guys that are asking me a lot about it. I don't know, man. I don't know. Which fretboard's clean? Normally I have to clean the fretboard first before I linseed it, but Cam really took care of this guitar. It does not need cleaned. It's clean already. So how y'all doing, baby? How you been? Hope everyone had a nice 4th. Or having a nice 10th or 12th or whenever it is you see this video. We had a good one here. Very good. You want to rub this on just like I'm doing now. Make sure you get up to every fret. And let it set about 3 to 5 minutes. It's plenty long enough. And then wipe it off. Dr. Faustus, a brand new guitar winner of a nice guitar. I'll tell you, man, I've said it a million times. I'm sick for giving a guitar like this away. You know what I mean? I should hang on to it for myself. It's exactly the guitar I always wanted. You're one very much close to it, you know. I'm going to go ahead and stick all these through here. That linseed oil, man, that really brings out the wood in that fretboard. I'll show it to you in a minute. Or in a little while. It's not going to be a minute, but you'll see it. And someone was asking me how these tuners lock. I'll show you that. They're made by made by Carvin. As were the frets in the entire guitar, I would assume. I don't want to do this backwards. I've been known to do that before. Get to talking and not really paying good attention to what I should be doing. I mean, it even happens to males at times. I shouldn't be saying that. Make all my female viewers mad. The springs on this guitar, on the trim, are wrong. I was looking in there a little bit ago, and I'll show you that. Not on this video, but we'll get to it probably on the next video for sure. They're not on there right, so we're going to fix that as well. And I'll show you what I'm talking about at that time. I just happened to look down in there and saw them the way they're mounted on there. Not quite right. So it's not. I'd like to say thank you to all you folks that came over to Patreon and participated in the guitar contest. Don't forget, we're having another one on that Epiphone guitar. And you know that guitar it's not an expensive guitar by any means, but it's a very nice guitar, man. Dominic, the guy that donated that guitar for a contest, said, you know, it would maybe be good for a beginner. Well, yeah, but I tell you what, guys, it'd be a good guitar for anyone. I mean, a beginner, yes, but it would be a good guitar for, you know, a more moderate player, too. Let me zoom the camera in here just a wee bit. I'll show you on one of these keys how they work, the locking mechanism. I guess a good place to start would be with the first string, eh? If I can get him in the hole here, I always have trouble hitting the hole. Alright. I want to turn that key just a little bit. Hope you can see that okay. I could zoom in a little bit more, but you're not going to see what I'm talking about if I do that. Okay, you just run the string through there like that, and on the bottom of the key here, there's a threaded, like, I don't know what you'd call it, button maybe, I don't know. Anyways, you just tighten that up. You don't have to have a bunch of windings around the pegs, okay? You just run enough string through there to get a good bend on it, tighten that up, and find my shit here. I'll go ahead and clip that off. And there you go. That string is done. I'll do one more on camera. I don't want to bore you to death. I like to bore you a little bit at a time instead of, you know, a long time all at once. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. With these key locks, like I say, you don't have to have a whole lot of winding. You don't have to have any winding on the string. You stick the string through the slot, through the hole, okay? Crank it a little bit, and then, you know, get your hole up here, pull a little bit of, I guess a kink I would call it, into the string, and then come down here and tighten up this, this button on the back, and there you are. You're set. That string will not come out of there. It works, and they don't have to be really, really tight. I mean, that's, you know, that's way more than enough tightness right there. Alright, we're all good. And as you can hear, that's holding. So that's what I'm going to be doing for the next little bit. I won't hold you up here on this too any longer. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and wire it up, and then we'll come back. We'll check the nut action, the neck relief, and string action, and maybe a few other things. Hold on. Alright, I found one. I showed you all this before. You can do it with the strings off, or you can do it with it on. If you want your neck perfectly flat, straight, no relief, and no forward bow, here's one way to do it, okay? Just stick a straight edge right down the center of the fretboard, like so, okay? Take a piece of paper, if I can do this, go between each fret with the corner of that paper. Yeah, of course it's not going to cooperate. It's a lot easier to do with the strings off. Yeah, I got some back bow in it now. See, that shouldn't go. Let me make sure I'm on there. Yeah, see how that just goes right over top of the first fret? That's telling me I've got some back bow in that. And I bet you it'll do it down here too. Yeah, look at that. So I'm going to stop right there. We do have back bow in it. So we'll stop there. If it was flat, the paper, the corner of the paper will only go under there until it hits the fret. Okay? If I can get it back in there again here, I'll show you. I get a corner that'll work with me. See there? The paper will go, the corner will go under there until it hits the two frets that you are between. And the paper will stop right there. If you're like that on every fret, then you know you're perfectly flat. So just wanted to throw that in. That's for free. Now, if you remember only a few minutes ago, I put a straight edge here. We had back bow in the neck. Okay? And the paper would go right over the first fret. Now look here. The corner goes under the two frets, between the two frets, under the straight edge, and it stops right where it hits the frets at. And I've already checked it. You can go down here in the middle. I checked every fret already. You probably can't see that. I don't know. I can't see the camera well enough to tell. But it only should go under there until it touches the frets. If it goes any farther than that, you are not flat and square. You want to be flat and square, baby. What are we going to do? Let's check some nut relief first. Nut relief. Nut action. I'm going to start with 18 thousandths. That's what I set almost everything on. Acoustics, on electrics, I go less than that, and we can. This is less than that. Yeah, it's not. It's lifting the string up. I don't know if you can see that or not. So let's drop that to 16 thousandths. Well, here's a 15. Let's try it. It might be some of them. Some of them are lower on the high strings, the small strings, than they are the thicker ones. So I don't know if this one is. We're going to find out here. That's what that one is, 15,000. See what the second one is. Yeah. Third one's the same thing. These are all the same, I think. That's perfect, man. Just goes under there. I don't know how well you can see that or hear it, but it's perfect. So we are at 15 thousandths on the nut action. Ooh, I call it nut relief. Good Lord. Alright, need a cake, never one around when you need it. I swear, man, I had the damnedest time finding things when the camera is rolling. And now I've lost my viewer's gauge. Good heavens. Now he doesn't want any neck relief here, so I'm gonna let's see, I got a 6 here. Let's just try that first. Let's see, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 9th fret. Well, it's more than, oh, this is 6 thousandths. Yeah, I don't know what I said. It's more than that. So he wants little to no relief. We are there, but we can go some more with that. The strings did pull some relief back into the neck when I got it up to pitch. Like I say, this is a 6 thousandths and it will go under there. Let me note back here to yeah, it might be even more than 6. It is. I'm going to have to tighten the truss rod up and not going to do another string tension. So got to loosen all the strings, turn that truss rod a little bit tighter, and I'll bring you back for that. Okay, I've got a 4 thousandths here, and that's really the only one. I've got a 2 and a 3, but let's try the 3. The 2 is so rusty, I don't think it would even be. Look how flimsy that is, man. Alright, 9th fret. See, that goes, I can shove that under there, but it's lifting the string. So we accomplished 0 fret relief. Yeah. It goes under there, but it lifts the string up a little bit. So that's good. That's what he wants. And the truss rod is getting very tight. I don't want to turn it anymore, tighten it anymore. I loosened all the strings and tightened it up. But I don't want to go any higher than, any tighter than that in fear of breaking it. Now the way I do this, try to keep all these nice and flat across, okay? I count the turns, but because that's so close already, I'm only going to go like a half of a turn on every single one of these. Okay, see there? Look at the way your wrench is pointing. Go 1/2 turn. Same thing with every string, with every screw. And that way you keep them nice and even. And it's pointing right at me. I'm pointing away from me. And we'll measure the string action again and see what this brings it down to. You know, if I really wanted to drop this a lot more than I am dropping it, I would go a whole turn, if not more than that. Dig what I'm saying? Can you dig, pig, what I say, Ray, in the palace, Alice? Woo! The boogity bop. Alright, that's all I did was just turn them a half a turn more, which makes one complete entire turn on every screw, one of the 12 of them. So let's read string height now, see what difference that made. We were at 4/64, just a little bit more than 3/64 right now. This one was at 3/64. And it's just a shade over 1/32. Man, that is some low action, I'm telling you. Let me see if it buzzes anywhere now. It's going to depend a lot on how hard you play the strings. And I've got a really big pick here. I'm playing it too hard. Can't hold on to it. I'm using a 2mm pick here too, and I play acoustic, so I'm playing it harder than I should with the action that low. Good God, man. Check this out. Look at this. Look how low it's flat on the board, baby. I'm going to leave that right there, I think. You know, there again, I say I could hear a little bit of buzzing. It was on every fret, but you know, it's going to do that if you play as hard as I do. I mean, I don't play hard, but I'm an acoustic player mostly. And when you set a guitar up like this, then you've got to be a very light-handed player with that guitar. You've got to be, or you're going to get buzzed. I mean, you know, it's just the way it works. Wow. That's the lowest that I've ever set one up. That's the lowest I've ever set one up. You don't get very many people wanting flat, straight necks like that. But that's what he wanted, so that's where we are. Hold on. Hold on. So there you have it, my fine feathered YouTube chicklets. Look at this. Let me show you one more time. Maybe you can tell it better here. Let me get my black shirt behind it. Look at that, how low that is. See it? If you pluck that string pretty hard, hear that? I mean, it does the same on the upper frets up here, but I set it where the new owner wanted it. That's where he wants it. And if he's got light hands, wow, you're going to be able to smoke fast on this guitar. Thank you guys for watching. Oh yeah, check out this fretboard with the linseed oil. Look how it brought out the I don't know if you'd call that grain or what, I guess that's grain, yeah, I'd call it that. But you can see everything a lot better in that board now. Really beautiful, beautiful wood, man. Just beautiful, I tell you. The next video on this, we'll check everything again because guitars settle down and they change. And we'll check everything we just did. We'll check the nut action again, the neck relief, string height. And what else? We'll intonate it. And I might change those springs in the back of that. I'm not sure yet. I'll ask the new owner what he wants to do. I've got to remember to put the truss rod cover back on it. I forget that. I've been known to forget it before and have to mail the owner the truss rod cover separately. I hate doing that, man, but it don't happen much, but it's happened a time or two. Beautiful axe. Yeah. Next video, like I say, we'll recheck everything we just did. We will maybe fix those springs in the trim. We will set or check the intonation. I think we're going to have to set one string anyway. And we'll set the pickup heights too and get a little demo out of it if I can play it. Wow, never set one up quite that low before. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers. I'll see you very soon. If not on this again, it'll be on something. It could be anything, baby. You know what this place is like. It could be anything.